Oh, okay. I see how we playing now. You want a friendship on a consistent, conditional basis. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm getting? This is a divine person, a divine feminine, who lives in her truth, always speaks her truth, and lives in her truth. And she met some friends and some doppelgangers. Well, she thought they were her friends, but they were trying to take her gifts. They were trying to take something from her, while she thought, thinking that she's supposed to fall for some kind of illusion. You know, these doppelgangers, they lied, they gossiped, they cursed, they deceived her, they deceived the people about her. And for a long time, she's had to defend herself against all this kind of stuff. You know, in this life or any other life. But through the divine love, mercy, and compassion, her entire being is now blessed and cleansed. What I'm getting from this message is like 6 crystals that stuck out to me. That's good. That regards this woman. She's at a pivotal point now where she has, in her spiritual journey, she has to walk it alone. No partnerships. It's just going to be her. You know, and she's reminded that, you know, you're free to live, love, express truth. But she's being cleansed of a lot of dirty, negative, wet mop energy. The first crystal is the black tourmaline. Grounded, protection, it represents detoxing. You know, it's an energetic bodyguard. The black tourmaline acts as a psychic shield, protecting you from destruction, negativity, and psychic attacks. It is excellent at establishing boundaries and deflects unwanted mental energies. It is also used for grounding, stabilizing your foundation on earth, and to make sure both feet are on the ground. So with that natural electric spark, the black tourmaline absorbs fears and transmutes those emotions into positive energies. This stone is, the purpose for this stone is to balance your root chakra and to detox any anxieties. So as I was using the Spirit Junkie deck, I flipped some cards. They're positive affirmation cards. And the first one says, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. And then the next one was, let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. And I'm gonna let that marinate. I clarified the first one because that's a super broad interpretation. Everybody thinks they're welcome in healthy, loving relationships, but everybody bases their relationships off of different things or what's considered healthy per person. Because everybody's jurisdiction, and when I say jurisdiction, I'm talking about education, their level of education, their ignorance. Like some people's ignorance is like minimized because they broaden their horizon, they open their mind, they keep an open mind, and they love to seek knowledge. These are people who are highly ignorant, you know, a little stupid too. The clarifier was wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance, but it came out in reverse. And I don't even read these cards in reverse. And that goes on top of my card, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. And then the clarifier for let me be still today and listen to my truth in silence. And the card that clarified that was I release time and let for me it would be like God, but it says universe, show me what to do. So this is a real pivotal point for this person. This is a divine feminine because when I shuffled the tarot cards, the first card, the energy, the overall energy was the Empress. Okay, and then the second stone I channeled was Hamalites, which is about grounding, magnetic pull, and focus. And this stone is the sky high. You know, is the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. It's an authoritarian force. It releases self-imposed limitations. It's a powerful stone to use in grounding oneself, and it activates the root chakra and balances out 7 chakras by pulling toxicities from your aura, deriving from the Latin word for blood. It cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. So when you need that extra boost, when you're feeling tired, lethargic, because somebody's trying to switch energies with you, they want you to take their nasty energy and you take their, and they take your healthy energy. That's what you use. The next crystal is the angel phantom quartz, which is faith, healing, and renewal, and it's acting as a direct connection to the spiritual realm because it provides a profound relationship with you and your spiritual team, and it aids in overcoming trauma and addressing inner child wounds and healing repressed memories and alleviating negative emotions that has been haunting you from the past. So with this awareness, this stone allows you to release yourself from trapped memories to gain your own personal freedom, and it empower yourself and write your own story. Despite whatever has happened to you in the past, you owe that to yourself. And the next stone was kunzite, and that's for love, femininity, and transition. As it breaks down barriers surrounding the heart, this stone offers unconditional love to heal lingering wounds, and it helps you feel safe while being vulnerable, allowing you to express your love authentically and expansively. And it's a very high vibrational stone. And its protection can be used as an energetic shield that surrounds your aura and protects it against emotional vampires and negative influences. This stone aids in feminine rites of passage from puberty to become a mother, and it supports loving your body no matter what phase of life you're in. And then the next stone is snakeskin agate, and that's for strength, privacy, and self-love. So being comfortable in your own skin takes time, and this stone helps boost your self-esteem and your self-awareness so you can do that. And it gives you the confidence to step outside of your comfort zone and explore new aspects of yourself, all within your discretion. And then this stone also blends in with the crowd. So if you don't want to be seen or wish to carry on with your activities in peace, this stone is for you. And it's also able to facilitate a kundalini rising and encourages the full embodiment of self. And the last stone I have is pink fluorite, which is for guidance, ease, and comfort. And it mends piece of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. You know, sometimes we get lost along our journeys, and this stone can assist us in coming back home to our true self. So staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful. Practices, this stone amplifies these practices. This stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. So this woman was on her spiritual journey. But what I'm getting from all of this, is like somebody came into her life, posing as some kind of counterpart for her. And it don't just have to be a counterpart. It could be friends and family too. And they were just trying to take advantage of her while she's pushing, she's flexing her discipline and working through her own spiritual journey. She was almost swayed off of what she was supposed to be doing, trying to deter her from her own rebuttal and what she's grounded in doing. And someone tried to steal from her. This is the big energy of protection and from negativity and like leeches. I feel like she met some leeches in her experience and more recent experiences. And while she was trying to help out, there are people who are like real ignorant and arrogant towards her and just kind of mocking at her, laughing at her, and just talking shit against her, calling her everything wrong in the book. Trying to put her in a state of confusion and trying to also bring her down to the point of emotional confusion, if I'm saying it correctly. Emotional confusion. So they can take from her. They wanted what was hers. They wanted her birthright. They wanted her gifts. They wanted anything they can get out of her, out of ignorance. Right? So I think this in the spiritual, let's start with the spiritual guidance. Sometimes, the lies that we are repeatedly told become so familiar that we forget that they are lies and begin to believe that they are real. And I don't think that happened to her. I think that these people work so damn hard to try to fuck up her abundance, for best choice of words, that they start believing their own shit. Like, this a whole false truth that was manipulated and intended to bust this woman, drop this woman on her ass and leave her there with a smile on their face. So one thing that sticks out about this person is her discipline. You know, you've gotten where you are because of your discipline. And it'll continue to take you anywhere you need to go. And discipline, the word itself, sounds like a heavy word. It sounds heavy, but it's really just committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. You know, the next involvement, you know, will require refinement of your inner strength. And you're undergoing a deep transformation. You know, you're stepping outside your comfort zone. You're gaining strength and moving through fear. You know, now's the time to ask yourself, you know, real important questions. What practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life to further align with my truth? Am I showing up for myself the way that I would a friend or a child? So somewhere in her everyday responsibilities, I feel like she was forgetting, you know, her, and this is self-discipline. That has taken this woman through many trials and traumas that earned her the right to be called an empress or emperor. But the overall energy is an empress. It's like, bow down. Not like prostration, like she's the most high, but bow down to her. These are little pebble stones you tried to throw at her to get her to get off her square. Before you come for somebody else's stuff and their birthright and their gifts, you better get your own. Mind your own self-esteem. It's a self-esteem. The key word is self. It's an esteem for yourself. Can't nobody mess up how you feel about you. So how dare you try to take something that you didn't help somebody to get, and you're not helping them to maintain it? She didn't ask for your help, and you didn't offer it. Ever. So what's hers is hers. You don't have the right to sit at her table of abundance. She earned it. That's hers. And it's just as simple as that. The next clarifier was clarity, planning and releasing illusions. Right. And this is about productivity and clarity for you. It's telling you to sharpen your focus on your own goals right now. All that love you dished out, you're going to have to put it back into yourself to keep your eye on the prize. This woman, I feel like she's got so many ideas and so many creative endeavors that she could write a book. She could build a social media platform, a few of them. Like, she's there. She's meant to be in the public's eye. Like, she's meant to be a voice for other people. You know, she has vision. She has guts. She has a sharp mind. She has so much knowledge that in her, and probably in recent experiences, it was a little muted a little bit to try to show up for other people and end up attempting to mute her. And it's just not going to happen. And that's when God stepped in and said, get the fuck out of here. You know, and she has that vision. She can make her plans come true. She can make other people's plans come true and set them in motion. Think of how the eagle's lofty perspective allows it to see far off prey. Like, they can see it from afar and adjust its actions accordingly. So anticipating changes before they arise. So real plans, not just like fantasies, are called for. You know, you gotta be real concise with your goals and what you're gonna do, and take action on them. No confusion. And this newfound clarity requires you to release any present or past illusion you've been holding on to. This may be false assumptions about situations or people in your environment. So be honest with yourself about others' intentions and about your own plans and their potential outcomes. Because illusions sometimes encompass deeper aspects about yourself. So even if you think You no longer carry old hurts or misinformation. You may be subtly influenced by fears and limitations you've unwittingly accepted as truth. So if somebody tried to take you back down memory lane, somewhere you've moved past and work at every day, you know, mind that. Mind it. Like, you don't shove it down. Like, acknowledge it, fix it, and keep on moving forward. But you don't have to like internalize it like that's a place you need to be at, because you're not. You're clearly not. And these are like somebody was working real hard on you to make you feel like that too. Shame on them. Look, make sure you're looking deep within and reclaim your inner strength. As you do so, your true power becomes more clearly directed and your creativity starts to take shape. So it seemed like at some point this woman decided, I'm going to be by myself and fuck everybody else. Like, go leech off somebody else. Go leech off your own empty spirit and see where that take you. Simple as that. Now in this card, it's got like rich hues of like gold, like yellow, that represents abundance. You know, and there's a green color that surrounds the eagle. It signifies the greater mental activity and brightness of mind. Great value is coming to your life. You have nothing to worry about. Don't be surprised to find the time before you opening up with new ideas, accuracy, inspiration, and even prosperity. It's time to get clear about who you are, what you want, and how you're going to get there. Okay? Until next time, that was for somebody. That was for a lot of people. That's for all women. Men too, who are considered divine feminines. Okay? Cut them off. Your intuition's not lying. Your spirit, I feel like it's beyond your intuition at this point. It's your spirit that's telling you you're at a pivotal point in your spiritual journey where stand 10 toes in who you are and what you're going to be doing, and don't let nothing or nobody block that creativity.